to the channel. Hey, I wanted to take a minute to sit down and talk to you guys about vacation that the family and I just come back from. We went up to Port Clinton for a week, and plan was to take a charter out to go across to Canada to do some smallmouth fishing. Ended up just kind of testing the waters around where we had stayed at and seeing what we could catch as far as bass species, seeing if we could catch some largemouth or some white bass, which they call white bass, what I believe is striped bass. But anyway, it was really windy. The first day we had planned to go out, they had 3 to 4 foot rollers with white caps on Lake Erie. And where we was planning on going was on the east side and the north side of Peely's Island, which is in Canada, of course, which is about a 30-minute boat ride on good conditions. So with it being extremely nautical, the captain didn't want to take the chance of going up there, and he wanted to more or less fish the bays to see if we could get any largies, which is basically heavily fished amongst all the guys with bass boats up there, staying around the Sandusky Bay area. But anyway, so we got out and did a little bit of bank fishing and found that the sheephead were super aggressive, biting on 3 and 4 inch crankbaits, which is really unusual for us because we fish a lot of the inland lakes, smaller bodies of water, and I know that's going to be hard to understand for some people. We're from Ohio, and we've got Lake Erie just north of us, but we have a lot of excellent fisheries that are, between 75 to 300 acre lakes, but they get fished heavily. We do have rivers, and you could go out and throw crankbaits in the rivers, and that are absolutely loaded down with sheephead, and never really catch one on a crankbait unless you snagged it by accident. But you throw a night crawler out there and let it sit around on the bottom, yeah, of course you're going to catch one or a carp or something to that nature. But anyway, these sheephead were super aggressive, ranged between 3 to 7 pounds, and we was catching them right off the bank. Caught multiple right off the bank, and I'll post you some pictures up. And as you can see in the pictures that I'm posting, some of the size of these sheephead that we was catching were fairly good size. I mean, they put up a really, really strong fight. Very unlike the sheephead that we typically catch in the river. Most of the time they'd just swim right at you or wouldn't put up any fight. These sheephead would literally double a bass rod completely over. Had several times where 15-pound braided line was broke right off. So we rescheduled the trip for Friday to go out. The wind was supposed to finally calm down, and what it was is we had north winds coming out of Ontario, and a lot of storms were following that north wind, and it was creating a lot of heavy rollers in the lake. Very, very few boats were out at all, even the large boats. But anyway, we got out Friday. Captain said that we was probably going to end up catching a ton of sheephead and a ton of catfish and walleye mixed in with this pursuit of trying to catch some trophy smallmouth. So we get up there, took about a 30-minute ride. We left about 5:30 in the morning, I think is when we officially launched from the dock, and got there about 10 after 6. Instantly started catching sheephead right off the bat. We had probably caught close to 30 by the time I even thought about breaking a camera out. Because typically the captain had said that, you know, the sheephead are mixed in with the smallies, that if the sheephead are biting, then the smallies would be too. It was just fishing through those sheephead to get to the smallmouth. I finally, we're up north of Peely's by the helicopter pad, and that's about maybe 10-15 miles off of Ontario. And I finally landed a really nice 3.5 to 4 pound smallmouth, which I'll pop up in a picture so you guys can see. Pretty quality smallmouth. Really strong fight though. We was fishing in 20 foot of water and trying to get them smallies up off the bottom, you know, as hard as they fight anyway. Literally had those Denali rods double clean over for a 3.5, 4 pound fish. So at that point I finally decided to break out the GoPros and start doing a little bit of filming. We had about 1.5 to 2 foot rollers out there. So I was a little worried about setting the camera up earlier than that on tripod due to how bad the boat was rocking side to side. I just didn't really think it would be very good video. But I basically got the camera out at that point. We had moved several times trying to chase down the smallmouth because we was basically just catching sheephead non-stop between the captain and I. A lot of very large sheephead, as you'll see in the video that I'm about to get started here for you guys. The one smallmouth that I did get on video was close to 5 pounds, and I did catch several sheephead before that, but like I said, I'll get this video rolling so you guys can see it. At the end, if you take a minute to please like, subscribe, and click our notifications icon for future videos, we'd greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the video, guys. Thanks for watching.
Well, this trip's been fun nonetheless. Even though we've...
Like I said, Ron, you call because we've got, see that big island?
Yeah.
We're another 8 or 9 miles on the other side of that.
Okay.
I'd say we're a half hour, at least a half hour boat ride from here.
Okay.
Then get the boat on the trailer and all that.
Yeah.
And then...
What are you thinking if... she said that as long as I was back by like 12:30 and we would be good. So whenever you tell me that it's time to go, we'll go.
Why don't you see if you can get a hold of her and text her?
Okay.
See what her plan, you know.
Yeah, let me catch this one that's down there nibbling on this. These sheephead have done made it a challenge.
Well, I can't say we got stung.
No, not at all. That smallmouth, boy, that was... There's a double. Captain's got one on too, guys. Yep. And one nice smallmouth. Hey, you need to catch a smallmouth for me down there. I don't care what anybody says, this trip's been nothing but a success.
Well, smallmouth, I think the smallmouth fishing in the fall.
Yeah.
And what I do is I and hopefully we'll get those lake shiners.
Yeah.
I always bring them along. Them smallmouth will really nail onto them too. Disappointment.
Snag or sheephead?
I said it's a disappointment. When I hooked that walleye, I thought for sure I had another sheephead. Some of these sheephead can really roll.
Yeah, they're a tough fish. Oh, I thought I had one.
To get my drop shot rod's a pretty good workout.
We've definitely given them a workout today. We've put a lot of fish on the boat. Yeah, I've been catching them all week. And I mean all week.
That's the only thing I can think of, Ron. I'm going to blame it on you.
Yep, I'll take the blame for it.
I've got you on some other species.
I was kind of surprised we caught that big cat.
No.
Yep, got him that time.
Good. That's gonna be your last fish. The dandy. Oh! We need to net this one. You know what you got, don't you?
Yep.
You didn't know that, did you?
No, it felt like sheephead, a big sheephead.
This is your bigger smallmouth.
Oh, sweet.
What a net job, huh? That's a nice fish.
What a beaut. Wow.
There you go. How about that? Got a perfect hook set.
Captain Kevin there unhooking a beauty of a smallmouth. And take a picture of this guy, Captain. Here's my phone.
You need it down here out of the sun. That's much better, Ron.
Going on with your phone? Gosh, what a tank of a smallmouth.
That hand underneath
Yeah.
the fish? No, yeah, on the back, towards you. No, underneath the fish.
Where you,
Underneath.
like that?
Back, no, towards yourself.
Okay.
Sure, no. Push the fish out, but your hand under the fin towards you.
Okay.
More.
What an absolute tank, guys. Look at that one. Put this one back. Thank you. Appreciate it. Last fish.